Got you. Let's go. Yo. Everybody wake up. Let's get it going. Running Back Podcast. Let's go. Reef, your stomach feeling all right? Bruce, got some good pack? Joe, how you feeling? There we go.
Hey, we in there.
Percy swole apparently.
Hey.
All right, let's go.
Welcome back to the Running Back Podcast, the podcast where you come for the entertainment, stay for the sports. I am one of your hosts, Percy.
I am Bobby Bands.
And we got Joey Flames, Bruce, and Reef in the building, and Tasha behind the camera, doing what she do, holding it down as usual. We got breaking news out here.
Yo.
Stop the press.
There's an alligator in Humboldt Park, y'all.
Correct.
That what? You said? That thing is about 4.5 feet.
And it's 4 to 5, right?
4 to 5 feet.
So it's about the size of my mom.
Just about. I think it's been there all day. They had alive, you said? Those alive that they were in like the water. Like I said, like
Is it doing numbers?
The live? I don't know.
Anybody got numbers on the live? Is it doing numbers?
1,000?
1,000? Oh, I thought you.
Yo, it wasn't even on the radio. Like she was like, if anybody's around Humboldt Park, be careful. There's an alligator. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I got a work email. I thought it was like they was trolling. They said, hey, alligator in Humboldt Park, and they sent us the article.
Nah, I seen a picture on social media.
Yeah, they had that little picture of it. It looked like it was about 2.5 to 3 feet in that picture because there's nothing to compare it to.
I seen it at the gym. It was like, at first it looked kind of fake. You know, like by the head, the big ass eyes and all that shit.
Exactly.
But then, you know, when they said they confirmed it.
So they never got it out the lagoon?
They said they're hoping to catch it tonight, but if not, they might catch it in the morning.
So is it in the lagoon or it's in Mahoney?
It's in Mahoney, G.
It's in Mahoney. That's what I thought too.
It's in Mahoney.
They kept saying the lagoon,
but you know all that connect.
It's all connected. It
connects.
goes under the bridge and then goes to the lagoon. But that's different sides of the park, ain't it?
Yeah, the Mahoney is where they got filters and big ass machines.
Yeah,
and
that's probably why they asked Rizzo about it because it's about Little Wrigley.
Oh, did they ask?
Yeah, Rizzo said something. Rizzo said something like, I don't know why they would do that. Why somebody would do that? It has to be like somebody letting it loose.
Yeah, I think
either a prank or ignorance.
I think somebody had an alligator that was probably like this big, probably like a couple inches. Kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Couldn't keep that motherfucker no more. Had to throw his ass in the lagoon.
They went to New Orleans, stole him a gator. They thought it was gonna stay little.
Yeah, for real.
And it started to get big.
He out here eating all the little fish.
Hey,
don't go on those. You seen those swan peddler things? Don't go on there. You need to get your ass bit.
One of my homies said he was fishing for it. Yeah.
For the gator?
Yeah, he said he catching the gator. He gonna make some. He charging $20 for a picture.
If my grandpa was here, his ass would have went over there too, trying to catch the gator.
He definitely would have been. He definitely would have been in. So what else we got? We got the gator and the beach, right? And then
let's go into the water. Let's go. Ariel, black Ariel.
Oh yeah. Did you see all of that?
Nah, I saw some of it.
So, I want to say that there's a set of twins that were discovered by Beyonce, and one of them, her name is Halle Bailey.
And they said she has like a sound of a Disney star.
So when I first saw it, my initial reaction was, I wasn't even thinking like white. I was just thinking red hair.
Yeah.
But people are really making it a race thing. Like, I was just thinking like, so are they gonna make her hair red? You know? And then come to find out that this is whole like race war and memes. Like, I'm all for a good meme.
Yeah. You know I've seen the memes.
The memes are
like the Black Simpsons.
Yeah.
I seen all those like make these black characters like cartoon shows and shit like that.
But did you see all the ones where they were trying to make all these black people white? Like they did a movie poster for Martin Luther King with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
It's like, come on now.
Yeah,
you got a Disney character and you got a civil rights leader. Come on.
I mean, what's the problem with having a black Ariel?
Exactly.
Y'all want gay cartoon characters? What's the difference? If y'all want it equal, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Disney's trying to do. They're trying to push like an equal representation. Equal representation. Yeah. So they have a gay. What was it?
Who was gay?
One of the
Woody was bisexual. Y'all ain't hear that?
I heard. Hey, you heard Mr. Ratburns is bi too from Arthur.
No,
not Ratburns. No, that's Ratburn.
Mr. Ratburn, yeah, the third grade math teacher.
You thought you knew he was gay?
Yeah, he been gay. He might not have known it.
I didn't know.
I think he was using Tinder before it was gay. I think so.
He was a little weird.
Yeah, he was different.
Yeah,
he definitely.
But I mean,
weird category.
What? They have a black. They had a black princess already, didn't they?
Tiara, I think her name is.
Princess
and the Frog.
Yeah.
But I just heard Tiara something. Tiana.
Princess
Tiana. Yeah. But somebody told me over the weekend that she's not a princess.
What is she?
Well, I guess she eventually became a princess because she married a prince, essentially.
True.
But she was first, she worked at a restaurant, essentially. She was best friends or really good friends with the princess.
She was friends with the princess, so she was princess adjacent.
So she came up and got a bag off the friend.
Off the frog.
But the frog.
But
she was friends. But she was friends with the princess.
Right. So she was best buds. She was homies with the princess, and then got connected with the frog.
It's Tiana.
Got connected with the frog. You know, you kiss a frog and make a prince.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the whole concept there.
Okay.
So, long story short on that Ariel shit, the memes, some of them are funny, but the root, like where it comes from, like I'm all for a good joke.
Yeah,
nothing's off limit but religion to me when it
Yeah.
comes to jokes. And then depending on people, dead family members.
Yeah.
That depends on the person.
Yeah.
Like I make jokes about my dad all the time. You know, but that's happy memories and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm all for a good joke, but it got to come from the right place. So the memes are kind of annoying, but they funny. I can laugh at them.
Like you can laugh. It's like you can swipe and laugh at a couple, and it's like okay.
Some of them is just like y'all just doing too fucking much. Like
way too much. People have too much time at home. It's just
right. Like when they put Terry, did you see they put Terry Crews as He-Man? Yeah, that one made me laugh. But then, like I said, the one with Martin Luther King and was it Matthew McConaughey or Ryan? It was Ryan Gosling. But it's in the Notebook as Martin Luther King. So that was when I was just like,
Yeah, they.
And I think what makes it annoying is the captions, because it's just like, I bet we're gonna do this. Just like, or how would y'all like it if we did this? It's like Ariel meant that much to you. Like I understand, you know what I'm saying? I understand like what it's your childhood. You don't want to see your childhood change. That's why some people like not even excited about the Lion King and shit. People weren't excited about just remakes in general. Nobody want to see a remake because you want to remember.
You don't want to fuck it up,
right?
Especially us like '90s kids and like even these 2000 kids. Well, '90s kids, we take '90s shit personal.
Yeah.
Like we rep '90s hard. Like fuck 2000s, fuck the '80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even we embrace the '80s, but
right.
2000. I mean, the '90s, we take it hard. So I know a lot of people probably don't want to remake any of those shows.
Yeah, we don't even accept like 1998 babies.
Nah, hell no. I think after like 96, 4, 5, 6.
96. Yeah,
96, like, yeah, you.
98 started to look funny. I think my niece was born in 98. How old was I? I was 7.
We graduated kindergarten.
Yeah, my niece was born in 98. So I think she like the cutoff. My niece for 98.
Nah, she just from your family, so.
Nah, I mean like sometimes I'll be looking at her like she watches the podcast too.
Is it?
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah. So it sometimes, especially when she was younger, she would post things about like 90s baby, something. I'm like, who? Who you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she was born in 98. Her sister was born in 2000. I was just like, oh shit, you were born in 98.
Do you claim you're a 90s, not like if you're born in 99, like December 31st?
They claim that shit. Because you know how hot, it's a hot topic.
Are you really?
Right. You have 16 hours.
Most of your friends are 2000s babies.
You had 16 hours of 90s. Motherfuckers was worried about Y2K while you was popping out.
For real.
Your ass was coming in and shutting shit down. Yeah, shit funny. And then when you start to dig for a transition.
No.
You got one?
Since we're talking about Chicago and here and all this stuff, let's just talk about 4th of July this past weekend.
You want to talk about what we did or what happened? Let's hit the numbers. So let's do it. You got the numbers?
Yeah.
All right.
6 fatally shot, 66 wounded or something like that. We got to do better, Chicago. We got to do better. We can't have a damn holiday without people getting shot. Like, it's fucked up. Every holiday, like...
Holiday. Because, people outside barbecuing. People in the park.
Yeah.
People
drinking,
day drinking.
Yeah. Day
drinking definitely contributes. It ain't like people not getting chopped anyway, though. Like, yeah, but everybody is just in a good space, and then it just turns. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get together, start talking about stuff, memories.
It's the liquor, the drugs.
All that.
The heat.
External courage. Heat, that's all it takes.
Yeah, that's why I like when it rains.
People go in the house.
I be chilling, bro.
I sleep good when it rains, I promise you.
Kick it in the house.
No, my elbow be hurting though.
Yeah, man. It's just, it's sad. So many people getting like, and a lot of kids, and it's just too much.
Right. Yeah, it's a great city. Just, one of the things that you gotta understand and accept as, well, not accept, like, definitely need to do better. But one of them things,
Yep.
And every major city has it,
Yeah.
Every major city has it.
Yeah. But no, it's we gotta do better, y'all. 4th of July. I mean, what'd you do on your 4th?
This.
Did you?
Minus the microphones. I was sitting in the shade in my backyard on my computer.
What y'all do? Anybody in the room?
They said this. I sat on the couch and I faced.
4th? Let me see.
4th for the 4th.
I went to Tati's house, my cousin's house.
Yeah.
We just blew fireworks there. The usual.
Shout out.
Oh, let me get into this. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Are we doing this? Yeah, we're going to do this right now. What was the 4th? Thursday?
Thursday might have been the 4th.
Oh, no, we're not going to do this
Thursday
right now.
was the 4th.
I'm not going to press you right now. I'm not going to press y'all right now. I'm not going to press y'all.
Ah, shit.
I'm not going to press y'all. We're going to get to Sunday.
Right.
Because we're on Thursday, 4th of July.
So, yeah, Thursday, right? So I sat on my computer. I was editing podcasts, right? And I thought I was going to have to grill. But when I came on site, they already had stuff going. So I did a little happy dance. And then after a couple more visitors came, I wasn't drinking early, like, at all. I didn't have anything. Maybe, like, you ever have them Coronas? The little refrescas?
The little ones?
Yeah, the little can. It's like a little fruity.
Nah.
Yeah, they decent. They're a little, like, if you like a summer beer, or like shandies type stuff, or like mixers, it's decent. So I had like 1 or 2 of those. And then eventually, somebody showed up with some tequila.
You know how many bottles of liquor we had?
I already know. And
we were scared. Like, everybody's like, yo, it's 8:30. No one drink this shit. Everyone works tomorrow. It was like 2 half gallons of Remy and all type of different, like 7 different fifths.
Right.
I'm like, yo, we can't drink any of this shit. I ate, and I said, all right, we got to start drinking.
And then it happened.
And then we drank, we didn't drink all of it, but we drank all the fifths for sure. Left the little half gallons. That was my, I had to be up at 5 in the morning for work the next day.
We actually didn't plan on doing no fireworks. Then went last minute. The tequila started getting poured, and then made a little run to the plug. The plug came through with some of the fireworks, and then we had about 20 minutes of bombs going off, basically.
No, Smiley bought a lot.
Yeah, he goes out every year, right?
Yeah, they got a lot of kids. He got a lot of nephews.
True.
Like, he was going for hours. Like, those kids are nonstop. Yeah. The guys from, like, we out west, so the guys from, like, 2 blocks down, they came and brought us, like, a case of beer. Like, yo, thanks for putting on the show.
Dope.
They gave the kids a fucking gift card, I think from, like, Dunkin' Donuts or some shit. They gave them a gift card and some beer.
I've been wanting to... Oh, shit.
Count his now. I'm not touching nothing today.
My mic doing some weird today. I want to ask you because I know what I used to do as a kid, and we were in similar neighborhoods, right? What did you do for the 4th as a shorty?
Well, my mom and my dad used to just go crazy too.
Where? On the block?
Like on our block, yeah.
Okay.
So like I would just we'll come outside, and my grandparents were there too. So like everybody,
like the same thing.
Yeah, the block. It was pretty much the same. Ain't nothing really changed.
Ain't nothing changed but the street.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we just keep it going. A lot of fireworks, a lot of drinking. As a kid, I didn't drink it. We just did hella fireworks.
Hella Capri Suns.
When we were kids, like there was so many kids on the block. So like, you got 8 different houses with like 5. So you see like 30 kids. Like kids
point,
everywhere. So like when we doing fireworks, everyone's grabbing our fireworks. I'm sharing with my neighbors and my homies, and everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing really, like, I've never really seen nothing on besides when I was on the 4th with you one year, remember?
Where we go? On
11?
Oh, yeah. That was probably like my second time doing that.
Yeah.
What we usually do, what we did before was, it was this family that lived right across the street from Pritzker, and they would just fill up the lot.
Yeah.
And then people would come and join and get their stuff in, and it was like a 2-3 hour show.
Non-stop, right?
Yeah, just boom, boom, boom. And then one year, like we did this for like 8 years. Then one year we walked up there and wasn't nobody out there.
Did they move?
I think they moved. So since they didn't come out, the neighbors didn't come out either, and then they just stopped.
Died.
So then we walk back home sad, and then we see the fireworks going up at Diego. So then for like the next 3-4 years,
it was at Diego. Yeah, I remember it was at Diego for a while.
I remember like my guy went to Diego, so he would always go watch at Diego, and then I went to watch at Pritzker.
The basketball court, we would do it right there.
And then we used to always argue about who fireworks is better. I know, like I got
8 years,
my neighbor down the street, he putting it down for 3.5 hours. So he spent some money on it, and then but. You go over to Diego, they was getting it in. So
when I seen the picture of how much fireworks they had, I was like, damn, that's too much.
Yeah.
But then when I see them carrying that big ass box down the stairs, and after a couple hours, it was like, if you want to go for a couple hours, you got to.
Right, you got to. But you know what I didn't notice this year, and I notice this every year, like after festivals and after everything, the residue wasn't there. Did you notice it? Maybe you was out west. You might have saw it still.
This residue out west.
No, the residue from the fireworks. Yeah. Like you got the. I just remember seeing just gunpowder everywhere. Gunpowder everywhere. Little wrappers that didn't.
Oh no, that was still
burn up. I didn't see that this year.
No. Boy, you should have drove down Springfield.
I bet.
But the kids cleaned everything up. Yeah. They're grown now. They're like Cameron's 14. I mean, even though I see Cameron. We're peeping and we're sitting off the porch. Yeah. He's just on his phone. He's like this. All the other kids are cleaning.
Too cool.
I saw he probably just he think he the manager of the whole operation. He's like, I ain't got to do nothing.
Right.
No, they cleaned all of it.
Delegate.
Yeah, they cleaned it all.
For sure, that's dope. Yeah, but I just realized like usually it's like 2 or 3 days after the 4th where You just gotta.
It's
It's just like. And then.
Nah, even when I was a kid, there was a guy.
Yeah.
You know, you got the neighborhood.
Yeah, we got one.
Cluckers, and you know. But he wasn't always like. He was like an old boxer from Puerto Rico.
Right.
Like fit, but you know, he used to get high. He used to walk down my block with a dumpster and a fucking push broom and clean the whole block. Clean everything. Be high as hell and just clean it. No shirt on and just cleaning the shit out the damn block.
Getting it in.
So all the time the block was clean.
Right.
And like every 4, if it was spotless, like they wouldn't even.
That's what's up. We definitely got.
You got us little badass, huh?
You got y'all cleaning up too?
No, our little badass was burning the piles of fire. That's what we were doing.
Burning your name in the street and shit out of leftover gunpowder and
burning
shit.
All type of shit.
That same crackhead used to cut your hair?
Nah, bro. Y'all seen the baby picture? So there's another baby picture.
Yeah.
Like an up close one.
Right.
My lining is fucked up, like bogus from that crackhead ass barber. Hey. He used to get high and go crazy. No, not the dude that.
No, I know what I'm saying. Like, buddy, that was.
You know, crackheads do it all too.
Hey, I ain't mad at him.
Nah, yeah, but there was a crackhead barber too.
Okay. Hey. Oh, that reminds me. I was watching this show on YouTube. I was thinking like we might end up doing something like it. But it was Truth or Drink. Uh-huh. And then they were talking about, it was parents and the kids. I just hit my head again. Parents and the kids. And one of the questions was, what drugs have you done? And then the dude was just hilarious. He was just listing the drugs that he did. Yeah. He was like, I snorted a little cocaine and some. And his son was like, what the fuck? He was just like, what's wrong with cocaine?
Yeah.
I'm like old white dude. It was so funny.
I wonder where my parents was. I mean, I probably expect. Yeah. You gotta expect the wildest.
Expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. My dad, they used to be off the shits, bro. You know them 80s.
That's what I be talking about. It's like there's a period drug all the time. I tell people that all the time. It's like there is a period drug that whatever your people took at that time, that's what they took.
Xanax.
Right.
Like lean.
Exactly. Yeah. Like lean made a comeback, right?
Well, yeah.
Or did it really go away?
No, it did make a comeback.
Because it was earlier rappers. And
then it died out.
It died out a little bit and then came back when he saved hip hop.
The pills and
yeah, what they call them, opioids.
Yeah, them Xans is like the new age heroin.
Yeah. Wayne really influenced a lot of shit. Hit my head again.
Nah, hell yeah.
Pill popping animal. Syrup sipping. Syrup. Right?
Yeah, no, that's why like those like error goats, like you got like Wayne, you got all these, you know what I'm saying? Like Wayne nobody had face tattoos on their face.
That's true.
Walking around drinking, with their cup, and there was only a few guys doing that shit.
Right.
He made it like global.
Mainstream.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got kids, and it's sad, but kids want to be him so bad that they get an addiction where it's just like, what the hell?
I was at the bowling alley maybe 4 months ago, and these dudes, they gotta be like 17, right? They got their 2-liter, and they just sitting there with their girls. I think it was 4 dudes,
trying
2 girls.
Trying to pour up.
They trying to pour up. I was like, if y'all take y'all little ass home, it's like 9:30. Go home somewhere.
And it's because they see it though.
Right. But Tasha had some words for their ass.
Did you?
She ain't say nothing to him, but she was just like, look at it.
I mean, I drank that shit before. I was in the studio. I drank that shit with my brother, and I went straight to sleep. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, you should have been used to it.
Why?
Oh, but you took that shit for sleep.
Yeah.
What is it? The codeine cocktail?
Sleep cocktail.
Sleep cocktail. The sleepy cocktail.
No, that was some different shit.
We not gonna condone.
Nah, we ain't even gonna put nothing in y'all heads, bro. We don't want nobody to OD over here.
Hey, we tell the story though.
Yo.
Hey, the sleeping cocktail would do it to you.
Yo.
It was not a party drug.
No,
it was not.
I don't remember why the hell we did.
After football games?
No. Okay, we took ibuprofen PM. Right?
With the sleep aid. See, we giving away the formula.
Fuck it. It was a sleep cocktail. We took ibuprofen PM. It wasn't even a football game. I don't know what the hell we were doing. We did something. We needed some ibuprofen. We was fucked up and we was hurting. And we took the ibuprofen PM and with the ZQuil.
No, the pill had sleep aid in it. And then the ZQuil, the drowsy edition,
was
right.
What we added.
Then you plunk up.
Drop it in. Little container, drop it in. But anyway, so Percy falls asleep on the floor. Right, he's in his living room. He's laid just laid out. Like just laid out.
That definitely was after a football game. Or that was a different time.
No, I was driving. I lived on Hampton.
True.
So he falls asleep. I'm falling asleep watching TV. I'm like, fuck, hey, Percy, I'm going to go home. He's like, all right, cool, I'll holler at you. I walk to the car, start the car, fall asleep. All right? 45 minutes later, I wake up like, what the fuck? I'm still in the parking lot. I call Percy. Percy answers. He's still on the floor in the living room. I thought he said, all right, I'm going to go to my room. Just laid right there.
Never could have made it.
Never made it up. I called him like, gee, I'm still in the parking lot. What the fuck is this? He like, what the fuck? I'm going to go to my room. I'm like, hey, I'm going to drive home. Went straight home. Don't remember going to sleep.
Hey, that was one of them nights. No. Like, it wasn't even a turn up.
Not hell no.
It was sore, sleepy. Not even sleepy, just like.
We didn't know what the hell we was doing.
I don't even remember because that was the I ain't gonna say drug of choice because it wasn't recreation. You know, like we took it to go to sleep.
Yeah. I didn't think we was gonna get stuck. It was after college. We
didn't sleep freshman year.
Yeah, it was after college.
That's what
we didn't know shit about no sleep aid. We had insomnia in college.
Boy.
But yeah.
That's a story for another day. You know what I did recently?
What you do?
I turn on my alerts for Woj. I know all the news now.
Who just got signed?
Minnesota Timberwolves are declining to match Grizzlies' deal for Tyus Jones, which is not surprising.
So he's gonna be a free agent.
So Tyus Jones is going to Memphis.
So we're talking sports then?
We're dipping and then we're gonna jump back out. But I started following Woj, or not following. I've been subscribed to or following on Twitter. I've been following Woj on Twitter, and then I turned the alerts on. So I'm like, I'm not finding nothing out. So then I turned the alerts on, but come to find out, the players they not really feeling Woj. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. They're getting pissed off. Like, who said it?
Evan Turner, right?
Evan Turner.
You saw Evan Turner?
Yeah, I seen Evan Turner. He's like, yo, this nigga, like, every time you go on the internet or whatever, he's writing about something. And
yep. Did you see Famous Low skit?
Nah.
It was funny. So he did a skit. He was an NBA player. He had a Lakers jersey. He had a Rockets jersey. And one more. It is not important. Boston. Right? He had Boston Lakers and, what was the other team? Rockets. So he goes, hey, James. And he's like, no, James ain't gonna pass. Hey, Brian. He was like, Brian might not even be there. And then he said, whoever the other team was, somebody. And he's just like, damn, I don't really want to play with him. And he's like, I'm gonna choose the Lakers. And then a tweet comes out, Woj saying, so he grabs his Lakers jersey, then he has a tweet come up. Famous Los agrees to sign with the Lakers. He's like, whoa, what the fuck? Where you at? I ain't even announced it yet. It was fun. Like Woj be in
They were trying to get him yesterday to like gas up the Russ trade.
Yeah.
and he wasn't like. I feel like he didn't bite the bait.
Yeah, you know he got his sources. He gonna be professional about it. Like even with what's his name? Even with he gonna be professional about it. He got his sources, so why would he say something that's not from a source? You know. So trying to gas shit up is not gonna make him move.
So are we going into sports?
No, let's get back out of that. We gotta
we put running back, y'all. Run it back, y'all. All right, so then so we were talking about kids when we were in Chicago, right? Let me ask you, since we had this here.
Bet.
What was the first CD you remember owning as a child?
That was mine.
Like yours, yeah.
So one of them wasn't really mine, but I always played it. It was my sister's shit. It was my sister's shit. But the one, so I'm gonna do the one that was mine first. It was 7th grade, the documentary. And I think it was 7th grade. It was the documentary, The Game. Hate It or Love It. Yeah. Dreams. I press play on that bitch and I let it ride and I know all the words. Yeah. And mine, the funny thing about mine, I had my CD player that I got for Christmas, my little Walkman with the over the ear things with the little soft, things. I popped that in and I had a skip on one of the songs. Mm-hmm. So I only know the song with the skip. So you know how you play radio versions?
Yeah.
And if you only heard the radio version, you only know that version. So like Nelly, it's going down, down, baby. Yo Street and the Range Rover, boom, boom, babe.
Yeah.
You know? But he's I didn't know he said street sweeper ready, cock ready to let it go. Right? And that's what he's saying in that part. But back to the game. I don't remember the song now. But I had that one song, and I just let that ride on the whole trip to Springfield. We took the 3-hour trip to Springfield, however long it was, 5 hours I think it was. And that was the one CD I had. I let it ride. And then I took that bitch with me to DC the next year.
My nigga's favorite, or the Walkman or the CD?
The CD.
Oh, your favorite CD? Huh?
Yeah. And then the other one was, I still listen to this shit today. Confessions. Usher's Confessions was I let 1 through 19 or however many bitches on there.
When we were in 6th grade, Michelle,
yeah,
she burned everybody a copy. Remember when the first CD burners came out? She burned everybody a copy of the Confession CD. Yeah. So I had that one. Like that's one of but I didn't. Matter of fact, the same year was when I had my first CD. Like
the same year you got Confessions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my CD was I think I'm the only nigga like they had this CD.
Yeah.
And they kinda
I'm a gigolo, get lots of dough.
Hey, bro, that was my shit. Like I had a 6th grade birthday party.
Yeah.
And we played that CD. I opened it up, I'm opening gifts, like, oh shit, play that shit right here. My favorite song, I'm a Gigolo. That's the only song I remember. I think I'm the only nigga that bought Nick Cannon's CD.
Was Can I Live went on that album, right?
Sure, I can't even tell you, bro.
I don't think so. I think he was a little older.
Nah, but when I was younger, like my dad listened to like a lot of those like 70s and like 80s. Thanks. So what I did was like I remember he had a credit card, and
you bought the Now?
No, nigga, I bought them 70s Dusties from then to now, like them thousands songs and
the paid program that come on right before Peter Popoff.
So yeah, exactly. So one of them old ass like 1,000 CD collections, right?
Right.
I grabbed my dad's
everything. You had everything.
My nigga, my dad was so mad. He got a bill in the mail. Like, what the fuck? What I did was I got his credit card.
Yeah.
It was already expired. But you know, the internet back then,
right.
If niggas knew how to crack cards back then, they would have went crazy. All I did was change the expiration date.
And it went through.
It went through, and I was ordering shit.
The credit card company probably sent him a new card and everything.
Huh?
I said the credit card company probably sent him a new card and everything with that.
Oh yeah, open
that new expiration date.
It reactivated like his I guess.
Yeah, his whole
credit card. Yeah,
his whole shit. That's funny.
Yeah, but those are.
So you had all the Smokey Robinson. All the Gladys Knight,
Frankie Lyman.
Frankie Lyman.
Frankie Lyman.
Yeah.
Who else? I had from the 30s. I'm telling ABCs of Love. Yep, I had all that shit.
That's that shit. I definitely. I basically had that collection because my dad listened to the same shit. But he had all the cassettes he collected them over the years.
Yeah. I used to sit, I remember when I was a kid, I used to sit in front of the radio.
Yeah.
Remember they used to play the mixes from like whatever time to whatever time. I put a tape in, boom, record that shit.
What's his name? What was buddy name?
Who?
Whispers in the Dark with Chris Michaels.
Chris Michaels. Yeah.
Whispers in the Dark.
That was before Keith Sweat. Before Keith was on there. Yeah,
Chris Michaels.
Hey, yo, that used to speak to my soul. Remember?
Whisper in the Dark. Boy.
Whispers in the Dark back in the day.
I thought I was grown.
Man, I used to dedicate songs to everybody named mom.
So don't be afraid.
8th grade, dedicating a 1980 song to a girl. What the fuck is this? Don't worry, baby.
Definitely. You'll understand when you get older, sweetheart.
First CD, yeah. Hey. So there was Nick Cannon and
your 30s to 70s collection.
Yeah, those were my CDs right there. Did you see in Disney
when they was tearing it up?
Bro, please explain to me what that.
Step by step.
You told me some story. You told me. You got inside.
I got inside information.
First, you got inside information of what went down in Walt Disney.
So we got
Toontown.
Right. So I'm gonna give people names. Right. So big homie in a pink shirt, we're gonna call him Larry.
Okay.
Right. And then his girl, we're gonna call her Cornelia.
Okay.
So Larry and Cornelia, they are an item, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you got Larry's sister. Respucia. We're going to call her Respucia. So then Respucia is with Drew. That's her husband, right?
So it's two couples.
Two couples, brother and sister, and their significant other.
Okay.
And the brother and sister's mom. And all their kids all mixed in. We don't get them names, right? So Larry arguing with Respucia, his sister.
His sister.
Right. So Larry and Respucia, the sister, arguing. Respucia decides to spit at Larry. She spit all in his face. So Larry, if you saw the video, you know Larry just throw the hands.
Nigga.
Larry just throw him. You know? he just let him go.
That's the nigga in the pink?
That's Larry in the pink.
Yo.
He let him go.
He gonna get a UFC contract soon to watch.
So Larry letting the hands
go. If he don't go
to
jail. If he's not in jail.
He definitely said he ready to go to jail tonight. Neighborhood Crip. That's what he said. That's what I heard in the video.
Insider stuff.
Insider information. Hey,
First you got insider information.
Call me Disney Channel Woj.
Toontown Woj.
Toontown Woj. Throw the P at the end.
Funny as hell.
And then so Larry and his sister scrapping, right? So then, what I say, her man name was Drew. Respucia man's Drew come in, and he tried to square up with Larry. Of course, like I said, Larry just let the hands fly. Yeah. So Larry,
but didn't Drew bust off?
That's why. Let me get that. So Larry.
I'm kind of catching out. I'm catching out right now.
Larry runs up and squares up with Drew, right? Drew and Larry squared up. Then Drew, he go to swing on Larry, but change his mind mid-step and bust off Cornelia. So now Cornelia, she ate it. So Drew need to hit the UFC. He need to hit the boxing gym. But then, what happened then? Then Respucia and Cornelia get into it, and then the mom ends up getting hit. So Cornelia was
That's
like,
when the
Mom, I
mom
didn't
was
mean
on
to
the
hit
floor,
you.
right?
This is before she got to the floor.
Oh, okay.
She was like, I didn't mean to hit you. I didn't mean to hit you. And then she was like, I didn't mean to hit you, but they were trying to jump your son.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when the speaker said, that's my brother.
Bam.
Right. Talking about, her son. That's my brother. I can fight him if I want to fight him, basically.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm going to fight you. So then she fighting. These two fighting. That's when mom falls. So now mom takes a tumble. And then it comes back to Larry that his girl Cornelia hit his mom. So then he started meat mopping his sister.
Larry beat up everybody.
Everybody except the white dude at the end.
Cause buddy choked. I told you why. I don't want to get into why the white dude was so happy to go choke up Big Larry. Right. I'm not going to tell you why. He took his moment and choked up Larry.
He did.
But anyway,
he probably got some brownie points that night from his girl,
from his niggas, his white niggas.
That too.
And you took Larry down. Anyway, right. Larry beat up everybody, bro. Larry beat up every fucking.
Larry found out Cornelia hit his mom, so he started giving her hands. And then finally, after 8.5 minutes of fighting, security come in, and they release an official statement. You want to hear the official statement?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. So
insider
information. All right. So Disney's official statement is, quote, in response to guest concerns regarding the altercation at Disneyland, any type of violence is inexcusable and will not be tolerated. Those involved were immediately removed from the premises and turned over to the Anaheim Police Department. And then the Anaheim Police Department shared their statement. ADP is aware of a video going viral of a fight inside Disneyland on Saturday. We responded to investigate. All parties were from the same family and were uncooperative. A report was taken. There was no video at the time. Now that the video has surfaced, the investigation can continue. So
pretty much.
They got a video. They know he a Crip from the neighborhood.
So what they're saying is like, think about it. They all go to jail. No one's going to press charges on nobody.
No, they're all fight all the time.
Yeah, so that's what they said. They said no one's cooperating. It seems to be that they're all family. No one's cooperating. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. You trick on me again, Drew. Larry, I'm going to fuck you up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and then Disney ain't want no parts of their ass. We handing them over. We don't know them niggas.
Exactly. They left the premises. Y'all can have fun in Toontown.
You ain't got to worry about nothing else.
Do you think it's like, all jokes aside, do you think it's a big deal about the fight breaking out? Like, after seeing the fight, people were talking about it as if it was a tragedy.
I mean,
like lives were lost. I understand the experience.
I mean, it's
Disney.
I mean, it's fucked up to see a dude just. I mean, when you're hitting women, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're just sister, your brother, or whatever the fuck, ain't nobody want to see that shit. Nobody want to see that shit.
You go to Disneyland for a certain experience.
There's kids. You're not expecting to go. You know, you're getting Dippin' Dots and you see some niggas brawling.
Right.
And they're the same family.
Right.
And you're like, what the hell is going on here?
But did you notice that, I'm getting back to jokes and shit. Did you notice that Drew, he drew for the purposes of this podcast.
Drew the nigga in the white shirt, right?
Right, that bust off Cornelia. When he was supposed to be busting off Larry? Yeah, Larry. That's what he said his name was. Did you notice that he was just trying to walk off like, all right, we fought, now let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
let's go. No, but Larry was off a pill or something, bro.
He was.
It was over. It was over, and then he turned around and bust off the girl again. Boom, and then started beating her ass again. That's why I think it's such a tragedy. Like, people are making.
There was something obviously going on there.
Like, something was wrong with his ass.
Mental health or drugs.
Yeah, something.
Something definitely.
You gotta be.
there.
Drew said, "Let's go," because he paid too much money for
I
this.
He wasn't trying to get
God.
put out. He's like, hey, they looking for us right here. We need to be over there.
Hell yeah, it's $120 a ticket.
Hey, and he had like 5. He had the.
Oh, in California? Was it in
It was
California?
in California, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then it's more.
Oh.
In Orlando, it's a little cheaper.
He had the double scroller. The double scroller. I can't say stroller.
Stroller.
There's a T in that word. He had the double stroller with a kid walking. And I think he had the double with the front back. So he had like a 4-man stroller. Did I get it right that time? Stroller. Woj.
Another one? You going crazy?
A lot of reasons that they didn't match Jones, cap space, and
Irrelevant.
they going after Russell.
Who?
T-Lo.
Timberwolves?
T-Lo going after D-Lo. T-Lo?
No, that's what I said. I just said that to
T-Wolves going after
somebody the
D-Lo.
other day. They need a guard. They need an all-star point guard.
Yeah.
You got Cat. You got Wiggins.
Yeah, you get. What do you think about Russell on there? Is that
That's what I'm saying, Russ.
Russell?
Oh,
no, D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, wait. They're going after for a trade?
They were finalists for to get D'Angelo Russell.
Running back?
Ooh, run it back.
Are we talking sports or you can get these
Nah,
updates?
hey, Woj got to keep us
Man,
in the
put
know.
his ass on mute right now.
All right, we ain't gonna holler at Woj no more, man.
Let's see. We were just...
We gonna holler at Woj. We could talk about this no guidance.
The what?
I said we could talk about this no guidance.
No, we are not. First, he has a
I
conspiracy.
got a theory.
A theory that Drake wrote his song for Kawhi Leonard, and I don't
Yes.
fucking believe it.
Yes.
We're not gonna let him go into it.
Let me just give the premise.
All right, go ahead,
I'll give
go
the premise. I won't break it down line by line. I got it line by line if y'all want to hear it.
This nigga wrote an essay.
know.
This no.
Let me know.
No, if y'all are interested, which I doubt.
I'll post a blog article breaking it down.
Yo,
I got time for this one.
you had a lot of time. Your phone is filled.
Hey, I got it. All right. Well, let me give y'all the premise, right? So
right,
the
let's see.
song is about a girl, right? Or he's singing to a girl, right? Telling her she got it. You got it, girl, right? And we all know what that means. Like you got it, whatever it is that you got the juice type shit, right? But
Let's make it short.
I'm trying to keep it short. Because the details matter. So
That means you're gonna go through the whole
no,
song.
I'm not. I'm not. Be easy. Talk to me nice.
It's funny.
So he wrote the song. It is apparently to a girl that has done some things in her past, and she lives a certain type of way, right? And then and he trying to court her, right? But if you spin it and you say at this moment in time, last week or when the song came out, Drake and the Raptors. So I put this theory together once I found out that Drake was heavily involved in the Raptors trying to keep
And you
Kawhi.
said you were what when this popped into your head?
I was driving from an appointment, real estate P.
Okay. Continue.
I was driving from an appointment. Ooh, my computer gonna die. Hit my head again. I was driving from an appointment, and Drake is courting a young lady in the song, along with Chris Brown. And in real life, Drake is courting Kawhi because he is the team ambassador, right? And it's just a bunch of subtleties and minor details that match old girl that Drake is singing about and one Mr. Leonard.
Okay.
If y'all interested, I got the notes already written.
Yo, he can email him. He can email them to y'all. He got 2 pages worth. If y'all really want to,
Hey, we could share. I share the notes, all that good stuff.
Kawhi, but he's with the Clippers.
But
now,
then he
so.
did decide to go to the Clippers, so the song didn't work. You got it, girl.
It didn't.
You got it. He said, "I'm outie, bro. I'm outie."
it negates your conspiracy.
It don't negate it. It just didn't work. Drake was heavily involved in recruiting Kawhi.
Yeah, his song didn't work.
Okay, next
It didn't work. Hey, y'all gonna respect my gangster.
Tiger's song. Did y'all see that?
My first reaction was, what the fuck? That's a Lil Wayne video. Why would he do that? And then I realized that I was watching it on Lil Wayne's Instagram. And the caption read, it's an honor to be honored in such a way.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I get it. Flattery is the biggest, flattery. What's the word I'm looking for? Damn.
Can't help you.
The word I'm looking for is when you mimic something or a person. Like, well, doing it like them is the biggest form of flattery that you can have. So he went
replicating it.
Right. He went and did a couple of Wayne's most popular videos and did it in his thing. And then I didn't even know the song was called Light Skin Lil Wayne.
Yeah, no, me either. I think I like it just because I'm a Lil Wayne fan.
I like the concept a lot.
Yeah, me too. It's Tiger, bro. Like,
yeah, I couldn't even tell you what the song about.
Like, it's just a Tiger song.
A Tiger song, right?
Shake that ass, and then I'm light skinned Lil Wayne, and then you know what I'm saying? That kind of flow, and every different scene is a Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's iconic, like Fireman.
I think he only did Fireman,
Millie,
Fireman and Millie, and Go DJ.
Go DJ.
That's all the ones I saw.
Yeah,
and he had like a second of what's that song that he did with Chris Brown?
He did Lollipop.
Lollipop.
He was on top.
He did Lollipop.
He did Lollipop.
So what was it? Lollipop, Fireman, Go DJ. We just said another.
And Amelie.
Amelie, yeah. I felt like I saw a second of that song Chris Brown, the remix that they did on from Chris Brown's first album.
When they was dancing, and he was wearing like the
it was like at the bank.
Yeah, the bank.
Where he said, remember you told me about that store in Florida? I need a Winn-Dixie grocery bag full of money right now to the VIP section.
Yeah.
I think that was I think they did like it was just like a flash.
No, I liked it just because we're Lil Wayne fans.
Yeah, I really like the.
It's just hard because it's Tiger.
I saw very mixed emotions about the song though. I heard somebody say it was hard, and then 2 minutes later, somebody else told me that it was ass.
If you're just listening to it and not listening to like the content and what he's saying, then it's like okay, it could be a good song. Like it's just a song that you'll hear in like a barbershop,
right?
Or you'll hear just randomly
in rotation on the radio.
In rotation somewhere, but it's not something you're gonna really listen to. Like
you go and seek, you're not seeking that song.
He's not gonna get nominated. Like right. You know, like if somebody would a bigger artist would have did this. Like think about if Drake. Think about if Drake would have did this.
Right. Oh, that's something else that I saw today too.
What?
I think I saw it last night. That Drake just got out of his Young Money deal.
He's been trying.
Yeah, he just. I just saw it today or yesterday that he just got out.
If you listen to his last album, that Scorpion album, he's like a couple of his like lyrics is like we ain't like taking cuts no more or ain't no more percentages. You know what I'm saying? Like you see him say those little bars here and there. He been ready to get paid. He don't want Lil Wayne nobody to take no more money off his ass. He getting too paid.
That's crazy.
That's like a 10-year contract. He probably signed like a 10-year contract.
Your first contract, everybody knows it. And it's like, that's what the Chance the Rappers and all these other dudes trying to change. Your first contract, you get fucked.
Yeah.
I was going to say screwed, but...
But, I mean, Drake since like 2012, him, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Wayne have sold over $100 million worth. All three of them.
Yeah.
Have sold like I think Lil Wayne is like second, Drake was first, and Nicki Minaj was third.
And I'm sure it kind of fluctuated.
But think about it, Drake. I mean, Lil Wayne hasn't dropped the album in 5-6 years. Besides the last Carter 5.
The Carter, but that should have been 5 years ago.
Yeah, so he would. I mean, that 100. Just think about it. That 112 that he had is without having that fifth album.
Right.
But just the numbers that they've been doing. Like Drake sold 100 or something million, and I'm sure Lil Wayne probably took 20 million of that.
Right. Yeah, and then you still got to give don't Cash Money take a cut off the top too of Young Money, and then Universal takes a cut off the top of
taking
Cash Money. So
that's why he said fuck that. He got his own little OVO shit.
He's big enough to not be signed to anybody and still like produce your own shit. You just gotta own your masters and all that shit.
He's trying to boss up, G.
Yeah,
like
that's the wave right now.
Meek too.
Yeah,
notice
Meek really trying to get it, ain't he?
You know what they say? You are who you hang with.
Yeah.
You seen his ass chilling with motherfucking bosses.
Yeah.
The Jay-Z's, the Robert Krafts.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's surrounding himself.
And you know who right there with them? Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And you see what he doing?
Same.
He took over. I don't want to say Comedy Central.
Yeah, I think it was about Comedy Central.
It was Comedy Central, right? It's like Heart Comedy Network.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
it's crazy.
Bullshit.
He just turned 40.
Yeah, that's what Meek on. He trying to do the same shit. I think Meek just bought something. What did he buy?
He just bought.
I see it on his Instagram.
Bought a big company, Lids.
Lids, yeah.
He just got Lids.
He bought Lids.
That's a move. Now he just starts wearing hats, makes hats popular.
Yeah.
Kids start wearing hats.
Dream Chasers hats, all that shit.
New era. I don't know who else Lids.
I feel like just these rappers are trying to separate themselves from the younger generation.
The older 80s, 90s guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can't keep.
But I mean, it was always there's two, I feel like there's 2 levels or 3 levels. There's, I'm in the hood and I want $1 million. 2 Chainz talked about this at the barbershop with LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what the fuck you talking about. I'm gonna get $1 million. I'm signing that bogus ass contract. I got $1 million. And then after that $1 million, then you realize you really don't have $1 million.
Yeah.
Then you want multiple million. And then it's been, I want to be a billionaire.
Yeah,
Jordan,
the next level.
it was the same thing when basketball, hip hop. Like I either rap or I hoop, right? That's the options in the hood. Let's just say, and it's just make $1 million. And obviously now with basketball, making so much more money.
Yeah.
But there's levels. So then, you want to be making money in so many different ways. Then it's multi-million. Then it's $1 billion. But nobody ever actually did it.
Yeah.
Then Jordan did it. And but Jordan was kind of teetering for a minute between like 199 and 1 billion. And then he solidified himself as a billionaire. And then Jay did it.
Jay just did it.
Right, Jay just did it. So then I think that just gave guys like it's possible.
Yeah. No, look at fucking Kylie Jenner or what's the other one's name?
She's Kylie. Yeah.
Is it Kylie?
Yeah.
She became a billionaire in like 3-4 years.
I got opinions about that.
That's just like I don't know.
I can't knock her hustle. You know what I'm saying?
But
she got opportunities that.
No, of course,
you know
of course.
What I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is like
you
just gotta think about how much fucking makeup these girls are buying.
Yeah.
To give her $1 billion in less than 5 years.
Yeah.
$1 billion, and is all that going to her? Like she owns her company 100% because
she doing it. But you know, mom managing the shit. But
what the?
I don't even know if her mom is really managing her because.
How do you become a billionaire?
Exactly.
It took Jay-Z like 20 years in the rap game to become a billionaire. That nigga got like
and that was
100 businesses.
And he gave free game on
that one track
on the album.
Yeah. That one track, he owns Duce 100%.
Right.
All this stuff, and still.
And she's selling makeup and doing appearances.
Yo.
That's how the Fire Fest, I think she was one of the people that promoted it.
I'm sure all them rich ass people were promoting that shit. That Fire Fest shit.
You remember what the Fire Fest is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was definitely one of the people that they reached out to promote that. Yeah, we ain't gonna get too much into Ja. Murder. But yeah, it is crazy. Like, I really don't want to come off as like I'm not gonna hustle at all. But they say self-made billionaire, and she hustled, like she had to.
Yeah.
But I mean, being born into that family, you either do big, or do nothing and still be straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like what Trump said. Oh yeah, my dad only gave me $1 million. Only one?
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Let me hold $1 million and see what I can do.
Niggas barely give us $100. What you talking about? Be chasing a nigga for $50.
Hey, my mom used to give me $100 for my Christmas present.
Yeah, that's it. You ain't turned into $1 million. Fuck.
$100 for Christmas. That's what we got. But that also made me think like I was driving the other day and I heard on the radio that the Wayans was talking about their creativity.
Do you see they're doing White Chicks too?
They decided to do it?
Yeah, this dude Terry Crews, that's his name?
Yeah.
He said he been staying in shape this whole time so he could come back and the little whistle shit.
So the Wayans was saying, like, with their whole creativeness, like, now they got money and access. And before, with like all the shit in the past with their older brother and the little brothers coming up behind them and their sister and shit, that they didn't have access. They didn't have networks telling them yes for everything that they wanted. And they barely had any money. So they get a budget of half of what a big budget movie would do. And you got to be creative with that money. And you know how to get creative with money. Yeah. You get creative with money, you get more creative here, and then it starts to look like you got to really make them resources work. And now they're saying it's harder to create now because they got all that. Every time they tell the network they want something, it's yes, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, so it's
just like, damn, so... Okay, I want to
nothing's
do a
hard
movie
anymore.
on the moon.
Nothing's a difficult task.
Right. So then your creative
nothing's challenged. Really they're not challenging themselves anymore.
Yeah, because we definitely understand getting the creative juices flowing and being with limited resources and making the shit work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that when you like we were saying, they have so much now. Mm-hmm. They're not challenged.
Right.
It's like their mind is not being exercised, not being used, because they got whatever the hell they want. Like anything they need.
Right. A room full of comedic geniuses, right? Like from top to bottom in that family. They all say Marlon is the funniest. Even though his comedy style is not like...
I think because he's the wildest.
Even though it don't even fit everybody, there's like they tell stories about a time where he was passed out. Like, I don't know if he was drunk or not, but just on some lazy shit. His brothers were working on the script. He's knocked out. He wakes up and says the part that they've been trying to figure out for the last hour and goes back to sleep. And they're just like, this fucking dude, man. Yeah. Like, you've been in a room where it's just like somebody just gets it easy. It just happens. And like for him, they say that's him. Does that one count? I just hit the mic.
Did you, not to change the subject, but it goes into kind of like the creative.
Yeah.
Did you see or hear J. Cole's album?
I listened to the first 5 songs.
So he dropped a documentary of how he created with the mixtape or whatever. Yeah. And it was, so he has like a big studio where like hundreds of artists are coming in, producers, like
kind of like what's it called?
RNAs.
Like Oklahoma or whatever Kanye got.
Kind of the same.
Yeah.
Where he has like 3 studios where he records. He has 2 other ones where people are coming in and out and producers are playing beats. And you got rappers, like 8 rappers that are making a verse for that. Right. So everybody's competing. Everybody's like energy level so high.
Right.
So like you see somebody spit some hot shit, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, hold on, let me come back a little harder.
Right.
Like, and that's how J. Cole created that whole
That he did that whole album
just like that. If you watch that documentary and then you see that, or I mean, if you watch that documentary and you listen to it, you'll see how he got those sound. Like
before I got a chance to listen to it, they was talking about. I think it was the first song on the track, "Under the Sun" or something like that.
The first song
it was one about the sun.
Okay, the first song I think is with the baby.
With the baby,
Yeah.
And they were talking about how the caption said, or the post said, "I'm just sitting here in awe, listening to the baby and J. Cole try to out rap each other."
Yeah.
And then what was I at? I was in the drive.
Somebody said, "Who has a better verse?" And I didn't even really, I didn't break it down and really.
I didn't break it down either, but I'm just sitting in the car, and then I'm just, like stank face, like damn, the baby went hard.
Yeah, no, the baby always goes hard. The baby going crazy.
I also recently saw something that said, so we just gonna let the baby get away with keep making the same song?
Yo, yeah. He raps the same,
right,
all the time. But when you listen to what the hell he be saying, you'd be like, oh shit. So he's been getting away with it. Right. And he has the hottest song in the fucking country right now for a rap artist. The Suge, whatever, just hit 100 million views on YouTube. Rap songs ain't doing that.
That's crazy.
Like those are like national hits that do that.
That's crazy.
You know, like,
that most likely means kids will listen.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta dance. Packing the mail is gone. She like I smell cologne. You know what I'm saying? It's just catchy.
And I think non-hip hop fans really like that line.
Yeah.
She like I smell cologne.
Yeah.
I said that line maybe like 70 times today. She like I smell cologne. Yeah.
All right, you ready to get into these sports or what?
Let's do it. So let's start with I guess the major event of the weekend was UFC Sunday.
Saturday.
UFC
239. You got John Jones and what's his name? Santos, I think it was. Santos. This guy tore every ligament in his knee.
I didn't even know that.
Like I went to the washroom, or I think I went to go get a beer.
Yeah.
And I came back, and they're like, Adrian, you're the expert. Did he tear it? And I'm like, hold on. Put the replay. I'm like, hold on. It didn't look like he did anything. But like when the slow motion, it buckled.
Right.
But he was able to kick still. He was able to punch. He was able to do everything. Like,
was he moving with a limp? Because I didn't watch
in the beginning, he wasn't moving with a limp. Like he was moving still.
Adrenaline.
He was, and that's what it was. You got to think of it like this: you're in a cage, fighting with another grown ass
with no
fight or flight. It's a fight or flight, and you're not gonna beat me,
right?
Just because I have one leg.
Right.
Like I'm gonna defend myself.
Everything hurts at
I'm
this point.
I'm gonna back you up off of me. John Jones is like said to be one of the greatest. Yeah. It's said to be the greatest UFC fighter.
He definitely not fair.
30-0.
Right.
1-0 decision or whatever it was, and he even said like this guy was a tough opponent. Yeah. I couldn't get anything I wanted through him.
That's crazy.
The other guys were that 5 second. That was the fastest knockout in.
I didn't want to believe it. Then I saw it. I was like, damn.
I rewinded that, bro, like 10 times. Where did he hit him?
It was a perfect storm. Like,
the guy went down. Remember when I kneed that dude in the football?
Yeah.
When I was running and I went to try to throw the ball and I jumped.
Yeah.
And I kneed the guy in the face.
Yeah.
It was just like that.
Yeah.
And the ref told me, don't do that shit. Oh no, right?
Yeah.
Don't jump up. He's like, don't do that shit. The kid's helmet hit my knee and he fell straight to the floor. Boom.
Like paralyzed drop.
Damn near, yeah. And the exact same thing, a knee to the face, and the dude was out. He said, this was so funny. He said that when he woke up, he was not sweating, his body was cool, that he knew he was already knocked out. He said, I do not deserve a rematch if I lost in 5 seconds. That's the fastest.
He don't know what happened.
He doesn't know what happened.
He just wakes up like, I'm not warm no more. Everybody around me looking at me. Like, what's going on?
I don't know. Yeah.
Right? So everybody around me looking at me, what's going on? Did I lose?
Yeah, nah, he knew what the fuck.
Yeah, right.
But the other guy, so they were making a big deal because, like the way he celebrated after. Oh, yeah, right here. The What he celebrated after?
I like that.
He was laying like this.
But he was obviously his leg
Bro,
popped up and twitching a little bit. He was,
bro, this
he was
nigga's
dirty.
toes was.
Yeah.
And he punched him twice. Boom, boom. Right after.
Well, yeah. Like,
they said
never like not punch.
Yeah, you got to punch. You know? But what he was saying was the guy was talking about his family, talking about his like religion, talking about like his wife, talking about everything. He goes like, these guys go on social media and they try to like hype up these fights up and they say whatever they want. But when a guy like me comes and knocks him out and I showboat a little bit, I don't get blamed for it, which I understand.
Yeah, but I get it because at that point for you it was.
But it's just too much. It's crossing the line.
Right. Definitely, I agree with you right there. He was. What the fuck was I saying? He was like in a state that you almost fear for the man's life.
Yeah, no, that's like
get dropped
like
that quick.
Yeah,
and like your legs and your joints lock up, like, and then he, what's up? You talking all that shit?
Yeah.
Talking all that shit. Look at your ass now.
There.
That's basically what he told his ass.
Yep.
Look at your ass now, motherfucker. You know, like I was like, damn.
This was a big like night in UFC. The old girl, the Brazilian girl too.
Amanda Nunes dude.
Knocked old girl out too with that kick. Knocked Holly Holmes out.
Yeah.
Might have ended her career because her old ass, she's like 38.
She nice too though.
Yeah, but this is the biggest fighter in UFC like for women right now, and you just lost.
So which fight was last?
John Jones.
Okay. So how do you feel about them calling it a co-main event? Like, do you think you can actually call it a co? I understand you can have two headliners, but at the end of the day, the last fight is the main event, right? That's how I feel about it. So it's like,
but I don't think they would have put like. It's fucked up to say because they were girls, so they just put them as the undercard. But I don't think they would have. I
think they might have done it for Ronda. Like
they did. They did with McGregor. Right? It was McGregor and Ronda, and Ronda was right before McGregor.
I'm saying, did they ever put Ronda after?
No, always
like
always fight. McGregor. Always the guys always got the bigger fights,
and
that's why they do the
they call it a co-main event because this is a huge ass fight.
And you got women fighting that night, and you got the men fighting that night.
But do you, like, in your personal opinion, do you think that you can have? I understand you can have two marquee fights, but the main event is the last event. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
nah, you can't.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, you can't.
It's black and white. Like the main event is the last event that happened. This is what you came here to see. We got all the undercard stuff to get you hyped up for the main event.
Yeah,
I understand that. Like I'm gonna keep saying this. You could have two really good fights at the end, and you're getting a double treat. But obviously, one is more significant in the eyes of the promoter.
But I do like that though.
Because I like the concept of it, the premise.
Because sometimes, like, people just wait for the main event and all the other shit is so boring. Yeah. And, like, all you get is the main event.
Oh, you get the one really good fight.
Yeah, I like, give me a couple good fights.
Right.
Like, make the whole night, like... Big, yeah.
WrestleMania big.
Yeah. You know, so I like it, but I don't
believe... I like the effort, but I can't... Not that I can't call it a main event, but just, like... Switch. I guess what I'm saying is, if you truly believe that, switch it up. Put the women last. You know,
try it.
If you truly believe it, you really gonna call them main events.
Yeah.
You know, like put the women last and let them be in the crown main event position.
I feel like with the women, I mean, it's just. There's no big fights like
there's only certain names that draw like that. And
this was probably the biggest fight
since the fight, probably.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard. And the UFC this next month, bro, is crazy.
Yeah, that's supposed to have a big ass card, right?
Yeah, these next couple weeks or next month is gonna be crazy. Yep.
Boxing is supposed to be nice over the next couple months.
All these heavyweights fighting again.
It's nice to see heavyweights back at it, though. Did you feel like when we were little that boxing was like a 12-hour spectacle?
Yo. I used to go to Eli's house.
Yeah.
And then we used to go to like his uncle's house. And that shit felt like I was there for 2 days, bro.
I think we used to go to my auntie house or my uncle's house. Oh my God. Bruh. Like, I was not interested. I only knew like 3 fighters.
All I knew was like Tito. That's it. I ain't know nobody. Only the Puerto Ricans. That's it.
I knew Lennox Lewis. I knew.
Oh yeah.
Holyfield was old.
Yeah.
And Tyson wasn't Tyson really.
Like, Roy Jones.
Right, and then Roy Jones. Yeah. I feel like I don't know if my family really went for the Roy Jones pay-per-views though.
No,
so
I knew him. I used to watch them all, but I wasn't even like there for them. We were just there.
Yeah, I was there because the whole family was there. And they was excited.
We were just there to
shit.
be there.
Yeah, there because we had to be there.
Let's see.
There's
NBA?
so much NBA news, and we just skating around it like it ain't just happening.
Usually we jump into this shit. Couple episodes we talked a lot of sports, and today we've been like trying to ignore that shit.
Right.
Oh no, the NBA is fucking wild right now. Kawhi to the Clippers, that is insane. Paul George to the Clippers, that is nuts.
How you think that? How did that scenario play out to you?
2 players that both want to play in LA.
Right.
You got Paul George, you got Kawhi. They're both from over there, right?
Yeah, they both.
So you got 2 players that probably are always in the same neighborhood or always been in the same neighborhood. You know, like, especially now when they're traveling, they probably got cool as hell, started talking. Kawhi recruited his ass, and Paul George said, fuck it.
But he had just signed his deal. So, I mean, he got to go to his front office and say, trade me. And then they were trying to release the story saying that him and Russ got into it.
Man, free Russ.
Facts.
My boy Russ.
I always said if Rose wasn't a Bull, Russ would have been my favorite player. So then Rose got hurt.
So do you want Westbrook on the Bulls? I've been seeing a bunch of Bulls players posting up a bunch of shit. Talking about we're going to make this trade and make that trade. It could work.
To me, it depends what we got to give up.
I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up marketing.
No. I think marketing is a piece that they plan on shopping, which is annoying to me because he's going to be nice.
Man, they better not play around with marketing. They better give up Levine before they give up marketing.
Those are the only 2 that I consider. Just
those
like,
yeah.
That's our
and
core.
Throw Otto Porter in there.
Otto Porter, he needs to earn his stripes.
Oh, they got to throw Kobe White. Kobe White been balling, man. See, does that even make you want to like make that trade? He had 25 yesterday. He had 16 the other night.
And Russ is his direct comparison, right? Like
I mean, it's kind of the same kind of. Hey, but you see them handles though.
Did you see the Harden-esque step back?
Did you see it, Joe? Did you see that shit? Step side with the one. Hey, with the 1 foot with the Dirk knee in the air.
And then he dropped Buddy.
And Buddy fell.
He had Buddy falling out here like he was Floyd Mayweather.
But then he up the court, wrapped around the back. Floyd, oh my God. Floyd.
Yeah.
50-1. You're 50-1, my guy.
Hey,
you lost.
If you ask some of the Mexican homies, they say that they got him too.
What Mexican?
Remember when he snuck Buddy? I don't remember who the fighter was. Was it Maidana?
Oh, yeah. You talking about when Floyd snuck him?
Yeah.
Oh, no, fuck that. Floyd 50-0. He got this 1 L. He just got his ass. Bro, you ever seen like a midget fall over? Like when they body tilt over, like rock over? Yeah. That's how his ass got rocked. Like his body was so stiff, it was.
I never understand how people get shook like that. Like, and I've guarded some people that are way faster than me with crazy handles, and it's just like balance. And this is an elite athlete. Understand he not fit. I mean, he's like,
but he's little, bro.
Yeah, but he's also
all that momentum.
A professional fighter.
He had too much grip on that shoe. That's what happened. He took a step and
Timber.
He fell hard. Did you see the whole video?
Yes, from multiple angles.
Bro.
They went crazy.
It was bad. It was bad.
Hopefully Kobe can bring that to the regular season. Did you notice the offense that they've been running?
Nah, I haven't
I haven't really watched either, but all the highlights are a wing pick and roll and a high pick and roll, just like you said they was gonna run.
Yeah, just pick.
And Gafford.
No, he's nice.
Gafford looking
everything.
like, hey.
He had 21 and 11 the first game, I think,
like
right? 22 and 11?
Yeah. Something like that. It was something like that.
Just because I'm a Russ guy, I love Russ. I would do it just because, like, take it.
Just as a fan?
Just, if we got a shot, who doesn't want Russell Westbrook?
Right.
But, like, I'm not in a rush.
That's where I'm at with it. I feel
with
like
Kobe, I'm good with Kobe. You know? Like, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah. I don't think we're ready. What about D'Lo? He was holding out for the Lakers. Did you hear that story?
He was holding out?
He was basically planning to sign with the Lakers. And then the Warriors came in and said, hey, you want $30 million? He said, yes, please, and thank you.
Yeah, oh yeah. And you go to a championship caliber, like pedigree team.
Yeah. Where
you're around champions. Everybody on that team, every person that goes to fucking Warriors ends up being a great shooter. Yeah. Look at Quinn Cook coming out, knocking shit down.
And now he just got some money from the Lakers.
Oh, let me bring it up. Now we talking sports. Let me bring this shit up. Here we go. All y'all niggas that was supposed to go to this Crosstown Classic that didn't wake up, had my ass there by myself. Fuck y'all. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Tati told me, tell your friends who didn't show up on Sunday to the Crosstown Classic, fuck them. So fuck y'all.
Say it on the pod.
Fuck y'all. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it was lit, y'all.
Yeah.
We won 3-1. Let's go White Sox. Got my White Sox hat on. Got to represent.
I saw that.
Feel me? Want the cup?
Don't do it to me. I saw that y'all was out there and that sun was hitting. I was like, boy. Can I go in the house at the house?
Everybody texts me like, yo, I'm hungover. Yeah. I'm fucked up. I'm like, yo, y'all got till 1 o'clock to make it to the game. They slept probably till 1.
They said 1.
I was exhausted though. But no, how did I just get into that shit?
We was going sports. D'Lo is going with the Warriors. I think they're gonna move him before they even really. But I don't know if they just signed him. It was a sign and trade though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But they can't move him until December or something like December 12th.
Nah, I think they're gonna keep him, and if it fucks up, they're gonna trade that. And then you got Clay coming back.
So you think they're actually gonna use him until? I think he's just a piece to move, but they also just got off Livingston today.
Oh, that's how I got into the White Sox.
Yeah.
I seen the 3-time champ at the White Sox game.
3-time?
3-time champ. 2 times with the Warriors, 1 time with the Raptors.
Oh, he was there?
He was there. What's his
name?
What's his name? Patrick McCaw?
Patrick McCaw.
He knew that I knew who he was. Because everyone else walked right past him like they didn't know. And he walking with his little entourage. There's like 3 people.
Right.
And like I make eye contact and I'm like, hey, this nigga a fucking NBA player. Right. And then he looks at me like with the like, what's up kind of. But it just, we walked past. We walked past so fast.
Right.
Yeah. But that's how I got, that's what made me think of that.
True.
That made me say, fuck y'all.
So, you play baseball, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Right. You played.
Yeah.
Right? Play at the plate. What is the general, even if it's not taught, like what's the general thing?
As the runner or?
As a runner.
I mean.
Do what you got to do, right?
Just, go in. I mean, just get up and get saved. Yeah, go break a play. Break a play up.
Same with break up the double play.
Yeah,
right? Not until recently has that been like they're trying to take that out of the game, right? So you crash into the catcher, you crash into the guys at second base. Just don't go spikes up, right? But you're going in there to interrupt the play, interrupt them from catching the ball or making a clean transfer and a throw, right? So people are pissed the fuck off about this play at the plate with Jonathan Lucroy and Mizniak. I can't remember his first name. Jake Mizniak. Mariznick. Jake Mariznick. And Jonathan Lucroy. Jonathan Lucroy was the catcher for... I don't remember now. But he goes to make a play. And you know, like the new rule where you have to give the base runner a clear path to slide.
Yeah.
He did all that. And Jake just came.
But he threw his elbow. Was it his shoulder?
So he came and met Jake where he was at. I don't think he meant to hit him in the head, and that's where the shit happens.
Yeah.
So he hit him in the head and knocked him out, and he had to get a CT scan, and people were just...
But I think the reason why they're just changing it is because all this concussion stuff with football.
It was when Buster Posey broke his leg. That's when they rewrote the rule, like 5-6 years ago. Because then Buster Posey was
But that's because he was blocking it, right?
Yeah. That was the old rule. Like, I don't give you a lane, you out.
Yeah.
And then that's how the truck rule came. You don't give me nothing.
I'm going to go through you. Right. Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm going through. I'm trucking shit.
Right. And that's what's understood.
Yeah, I'm trying to score.
Right. So that's why, like, on one end, it's I understand because that's the way the game is played. And then on the other end, it's like, it's just, he didn't have to make that contact.
He didn't have to put his shoulder out.
Right. He had more
He could have went hands first.
He had more than enough room for a hook slide. He might have been out. Yeah. But I'm saying, hey, shout out Hyman. Hey, Hyman with the hook slides. For real.
That's because he was little, bro. Hyman is little.
Hyman with the hook slides. He swim like
I remember
nice with it.
I remember the first time I see Hyman, not to even get off topic, I seen his ass playing catcher at Humboldt. Yeah. Little as hell, bro. Cannon,
we
remember?
We were walking there together. You was talking about, I'm running on him. And then he get up.
I'm like, damn, this little nigga got a fucking arm, bro. Yeah. Cannon now second. Yeah. Shout out Hyman.
Shout out Hyman, yeah. He stole hella hits from me. We'll get into that later. But I just want to talk about that because there's so many people that are really divided on that. And I think it's just an unfortunate event where I don't even know where I stand on it because I'm a catcher. Yeah. And it's just like, he was bogus. You know, he didn't have to make that contact, especially knowing the new rule. But I also understand, you know, like you did extra, which landed this man in the hospital. Yeah. You know? So I don't even know where I stand, honestly. I'm arguing both sides.
Yeah. It's hard because we're athletes. Right. So, like, the competitive drive in us wants to score. And then as an athlete, too, you don't want to be on the other side of that hit either.
I'm giving myself out.
Yeah, I'm not going to put myself in danger and just, give me a hit, put me in the hospital. Now I'm out for a whole week.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But, the baseball... The home run derby. So what we were planning on trying to do, guys. Yeah. So we'll get there since you guys don't know. We were trying to attend the home run derby.
Yes. And boy, did we fuck up.
Yo, the home run derby was freaking wild. Yeah. Yeah, you know Percy, he's a real estate. He had a couple houses to sell, so we couldn't rearrange anything. But yeah, we were supposed to go to Cleveland. Yesterday, we were going to record from Cleveland with the podcast. Sorry we didn't get to give you guys that, but the home run derby was nuts. Yeah. It's never going to be like this again because everyone's complaining about these baseballs and all this shit. Juiced. So they're going to change it for sure. But, I don't know. This little nigga Vlad Guerrero Jr., bro.
His dad was so nice.
He broke every record. Yeah. And he has a better swing than his dad. Because his dad swings at everything. Like, you know, his dad will go get everything.
His dad hit everything.
Yeah, no, his dad, There's a difference. Yeah. His dad hit everything.
For sure.
This guy just, like, every ball, I was like, damn. Crushing. Boom. Boom. Like, he caught a rhythm. It was like a minute left. He had, like, 20 probably less than a minute. Had, like, 20 home runs. finished with 29. Like 8 in a row. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, holy shit. I think he had 90. I think he had like 90 something home runs.
Yeah, I think I read 91.
Between the first 3 rounds.
That's crazy.
I think the closest number before that was like 74.
And I think before that was 63. I remember watching Bobby Abreu go crazy.
Yeah, remember that year?
Yeah, and then a couple years later,
Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton.
Yeah, that was with the old rule.
Yeah.
That was with you get 10 non-home runs.
Yeah.
So 10 outs. So as many pitches as you can go. I remember watching Bobby Abreu. He was playing for the Phillies, and I think the All-Star game was in Philly, right?
I'm not sure.
I think it was. And then
I remember though Bobby Abreu went nuts though.
Bobby Abreu went crazy. I think 2 years in a row.
It was.
Okay, we still.
Whoa, shit.
That was, boy.
Whoa, we almost lost it there, y'all.
Whew.
We almost lost it.
I'm giving up on you.
Oh, shit.
That was scary.
Percy's computer almost turned off.
I got my
We're
phone
still here, y'all.
I got my phone
on
here.
On the off button.
Power button. Whew, and it's a key.
It went off and went back on. But we're here.
The power sound. We still got good levels. We still got sound going. Okay. So I believe we covered the Gators in Humboldt Boulevard. We covered the Gators. We weren't blown away by Megan Thee Stallion's freestyle.
You know, shout out. Listen, when it comes to hip hop, these last 2 years, last summer there was about 10 albums that dropped. Like, remember every week somebody was dropping. All the good music artists from Kanye dropped.
Yeah.
Then you got all these other guys that were dropping. This past summer, there's not a lot that's going on like that.
Right.
The women are killing them, man. The Stallion is killing them. I mean, you got J. Cole's album that just dropped.
Right.
You got little artists from Polo G from Chicago that was just making that album right there. If y'all haven't heard that shit, goes crazy. But like, the niggas ain't been doing nothing.
Yeah.
You got LMA. You got all these women that are just killing them in 2019.
Hey.
Like, the females are going crazy in the music right now.
We see you, sis.
Shout out the females.
Shout out you.
For real.
Hold it down.
We think we covered everything so far.
Yeah.
Right?
We got in way more than I thought we was going to be able to, for sure.
Yeah, we did. We talked about a lot, y'all.
But we still are looking for topics from the fans. Give us ideas of what y'all want to hear. And if you ain't got nothing else, we could wrap it up.
We gone, y'all? We done?
You got anything coming up?
No. Nothing this week. Yeah. Chilling, man.
You didn't ask me.
Oh, yeah. You sell any houses?
2 of them.
2?
I got
nigga, I'm going to have to get my real estate license, too. Fuck. Join the team, yo.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. All right, my nigga.
I got two closing scheduled for next Friday, so excited news there. And then we just keep moving. I do plan on bringing some kind of like real estate corner, or real estate segment. I don't know how we're gonna work it in. Maybe we let the people give ideas of what they want to talk about, but I do really want people to engage. So you did mention like before that people engage with the first video with you directly.
Yeah. A couple of the videos and audios that we dropped, people responded directly. Like I said, keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep sharing. Even if you have not shared it, share it. If you don't, fuck you too. We still gonna get it.
Fuck you.
But yeah, we just appreciate the love, y'all. Stay active with us. We gonna keep grinding. This is episode 4?
Episode 4.
Episode 4. 4 weeks in, y'all. So just keep working with us. Hey, let's go.
That's just wave.
Follow us on runitback.pc, on Twitter, on IG. Follow Shy Percy. Follow me, Bobby Bands, with 3 Z's on Twitter. And we out. We out.